Okay. That's that. Nope. This time I'm remembering to hit the button. Okay. When we last left off, you had shaken off the gray of the wrought wilds in the comforts of your own home realm, enjoying nights on roads that feel a little more alive than the ones that you had left behind. After some deliberation, you agreed to begin traveling northeast towards the little mining town known as Enmina, hoping to meet with Klaus, a man on a crusade to kill gods who's asked to have a conversation with your party before either of you progress any further. The travel into the desert biome that makes up a large portion of the nation of Modicol has stayed relatively quiet. You'd only spotted a distant party of kobolds exploring the same relatively flat landscape as you from a safe distance. Your bigger discomforts of the day had come from the shift in climate. Despite the shifting of the seasons, the air in western Modicol is still dry and warm, and the sun brings with it an uninterrupted, blazing heat that punish those who travel unprotected under it. This heat shifts dramatically as the sun begins to set, with temperatures plummeting rapidly below zero in a natural phenomenon that punishes those who try and cross the Badlands unprepared. Your party bundled up and bunkered down for the evening and made through most of it undisturbed. As your third watch approaches, however, roughly half your party is already conscious to see an approaching dust cloud on the horizon. You can hear the distant hooting and hollering of creatures from within. And it approaches as you recognize a kobold raiding party, not unlike the one you had seen earlier that day. They draw closer, quickly, just as the 8 hours of your tiny hut reaches a close. Your shelter melts away, and gradually the bitter cold will grip you all again. Solace, Darby, Maconia, you are conscious to watch and see and feel this as it happens. The cloud is approaching, but you likely still have a few hundred feet before it is upon you. What do you do?
Can I aggressively just put on as much armor as I can?
Well, you can try.
Okay.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I can recast the hut if we want, and I can cast it with the spell slot so it's not delayed.
Are they coming this way to fight us? Is that the issue here? Are we going to fight a bunch of kobolds on capybaras?
Hopefully not.
Most likely.
Says Vaughn, awakening suddenly.
I throw
He
the
smelled the
closest
scent of
pillow
capybaras
over
on the
at
wind.
Realm. Wait, who's awake? Realm sleeping?
Realm is still asleep.
I throw a pillow at Realm.
Realm, you're impacted by a pillow.
I kind of just put it under me. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'll take this pillow, fine.
Wake
I'll
up,
wake up
darling.
on.
We're about to fight capybaras. I mean, kobolds.
Oh, good. Okay, now I'm gonna get it.
And the capybaras. Maybe.
Maybe we could just talk to them, you know?
They are at this point within 500 feet.
Is there anywhere to hide within sight? No, it's all just flat.
It's very flat. There's some rocks, but not really enough to hide.
I give up on my armor and just put clothes on and pick up my shield and my staff, and that's what's gonna be.
Can I help
Great
Darby armor up?
montage.
Would that make it go faster?
You try.
I mean, I don't have. Wait, do I have my own armor to put on? Okay, hang on, wait. Maybe I need to put on my own armor. Or can you see?
I don't
my
think
armor?
yours has the same doff and don restrictions as mine does. It takes 10
Okay.
minutes to put my armor on. We're not doing it, but it's fun.
Ooh.
I could create some
400
sort of
feet.
image. I could create some sort of image to scare them. Maybe.
I'm just.
I do wake up Vaughn, to be clear.
Yeah.
Bro.
I am just putting on clothes and picking up my shield and my staff, and I am just gonna start approaching the dust cloud as it approaches.
I start shaking Vaughn more aggressively as I see Darby walking towards the kobolds. Vaughn, help.
Yeah. I'm
300 feet.
yeah. I'm here. Breakfast is coming shortly.
No, Darby, capybara. Look, there's
Just
stuff.
the capybara.
I'm like pointing.
I know,
Yeah,
follow
I'm just,
Darby.
like, pointing.
Fuck the kobolds. Just the capybaras. That's the real threat.
I'm gonna go follow Darby.
Do
They
we
don't
know that they're
have to
aggressive?
be alone for that. We're
Do
not
we?
attacking yet. We're just waiting to see what happens.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up beside Darby and I'm gonna brandish the wind fan at the ready.
200 feet.
I'm gonna ready a bolt, but not fire.
At 100 feet, I'm going to cast Gust of Wind to slow their approach,
Oh,
and they will be making a strength saving throw to avoid being pushed back by that.
with a
At one-
combination. Sorry.
I was just gonna say at 100 feet, I'm just gently gonna Starry Form Moose and just prepare for whatever's coming.
With the
Oh,
wind
Come on, at
as a
100.
combo at 100 feet, I'd like to cast Major Image, which comes out as like a 20-foot cube. And I would like to make the image. Oh god, I don't even know what the sandworms look like in these deserts.
I'm actually gonna edit to 60 feet because that's actually as when the wind hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna conjure an image of the worm. I do know what it looks like the highwayman.
Okay. Is that a save?
No, it just exists
Okay.
until they touch it.
It just exists.
It does. It just exists. It's real. It makes sounds. They think it's real. Hold on. Create an image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no longer larger than a 20-foot cube. The image appears at a spot that you can see within range of 120 feet and lasts for the duration of 10 minutes. It seems completely real, including sound, smells, and temperature appropriate to the thing depicted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as they get within range, this creature forms out of the earth in front of them and between you. You can hear immediately frightened yelps and screams, but the capybara just keep charging forward until at 60 feet. The strength save?
Yes.
Okay.
It is 10 feet wide and 60 feet long.
Okay. What's the save?
13.
Okay.
Is there a cliff around us? Are they trying to run off a cliff? Is that capybaras?
That's lemmings.
That's lemmings.
Got it.
Lemmings.
Lemmings run off.
No, that's suicide.
Yes.
That
Well, I mean,
also-
that is what the.
I mean, it's really
So-
convenient.
Suicide?
As these creatures begin to approach the large purple worm that has formed in front of you, you also see 5 of them kind of cartwheel into the sky as they are caught by the wind, not very strong and also very light by nature, and little of dust clouds as they land. Their capybara kind of screech to a halt, and then the only 2 that survived the check are kind of buffeted by that gust, and you see their riders stop their mounts probably about 30 feet away from the worm. What do you do?
How far ahead of me is the worm?
I would probably say about 30 feet. If the gust is at 60, the worm's between you. Split the difference at 30.
Okay. If you do not want to die, I suggest you turn around.
Or you're just yelling this from the other side of the worm?
Yep.
Can you go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage, please?
Sure.
Guidance.
I mean, I suppose we are talking to them.
Intimidation is a method of talking.
With guidance, that is 24.
Okay. So, you hear a high-pitched as one turns immediately and starts to run. You're watching the others chase after their capybara to climb back up on top of them. Not all of them make it on completely. They're just sort of draped over their backs as the rodents turn and start running in the other direction. One remains, just sort of stood and, I mean, most of you aren't going to pick out too many details, but Viconia will. He is wearing just a leather vest and a leather hat, nothing else. But full reptilian kobold. And he's looking at the worm, squinting. And he's much slower to turn and take off after the rest of his party, which are all sprinting. Not linear, like the capybara are also panicking and sort of zigzagging and tripping all over each other. They are recreating another dust cloud, but it is far less uniform and just kind of all over the place and desynchronized. You can hear those excited yelps and hollers have become fearful and almost hysterical, and you can catch giggling as they retreat.
I almost
Should
thought
we
it was
have been-
Fitzroy for a second.
Me too. Should we have been asking
Right.
what
I'm
they
gonna go put on-
wanted?
Do we? Wait, does anyone else notice the one that is the one still there? Or did
No,
it?
No,
he
it
turned
turned around
around.
slowly.
Viconia is the only one who noticed.
I will share what I have just seen from afar.
But he was the last to leave after giving the worm a assessing look.
It's gonna do its weird little wiggle thing.
So just a little
It's
squirm.
a little squirmy, and it's like opening its mouth with all its
Somehow
teeth.
it's less scary when you do it like that. Like that just. No, yeah, no, that's like. Now it just seems cute, like one of those little like wind things that they have in front of the
Wacky
guardian.
waving.
Yeah.
Wacky waving, inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
That's my useless superpowers.
Holy
You know,
shit.
So fast.
You practice.
I am immediately going to put on my armor.
I don't think that one really believed that the worm was real. Granted. I
Should
really
we have
hate the
been-
sounds it makes.
Should we have been asking what they wanted, or
We maybe should have, but I didn't. I'm sorry.
no? That's okay. I just wanted to know if I was crazy for thinking that I was curious what they wanted.
No, I'm curious. I just didn't want to have that fight fresh out of bed if we didn't have to.
No, that's smart.
Didn't really do
So
anything
about
to hurt
breakfast.
them.
I don't know, that one that fell off hit kind of hard.
It's
5 that fell off.
They're fine. It's sand. They're fine. It's like hitting snow, which is so soft and comfortable. And I just go back to bed.
I just look sleepy and a little awkward.
Did you see the ones that went flying? That was fun.
That was a little fun.
I
You
didn't
made them
know they were
all
so.
fly.
I didn't know they were so aerodynamic. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, they are closest in to the dragons, so maybe they get some of that from them.
Eh.
Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Team
So I
Cappy.
start casting Tiny Hut via ritual.
Oh, we're
Yes,
done
it
with.
is still dark.
Oh, it's
Wow.
night.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
still a watch left.
You're only like 6 hours into your 8 hours of required rest.
I'm gonna finish the last 2 hours of mine with my armor on.
Well,
Should
why
have said
would
it
you
out loud, coward.
yourself now?
I have no shame.
You should have just said it out loud then.
I mean, I whispered it and then I was like, oh.
So, what are you all doing with this last 2 and a bit hours of the night.
I'm putting my armor on and I'm going to bed.
I'm putting the tiny hut back up, and then apparently I'm having a conversation with Vaughn that we have definitely not already had.
I'm gonna take my pillow back from Realm and I'm gonna go curl back up in my blanket just because I can.
Just like jerk it away from him. Like, that's fine.
Rome is definitely gonna be like, try to yank it away just as a joke, and then give it over because he's not a dick. You can have it.
I'm gonna hit him with it and then go curl up.
I will fall over and then go to sleep.
Okay. So, Solace and Vaughn, you're both staying up to finish your watch. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead, start making breakfast and doing all that stuff.
As you spend the few hours just talking and watching and thinking about and getting ready to prepare breakfast, can you both give me a perception check?
Time to crack out one of the new dice.
Hell yeah.
That is a 24.
And I got probably much less than that, a 13.
Okay. Vaughn, you are distracted with thoughts of breakfast.
Yeah.
Sure, it's breakfast. It's breakfast that's distracting him.
It's just breakfast that's distracting.
Mm-hmm.
But Solace, as the sun begins to rise and the sky begins to warm with the colors of a sunrise, you do spot briefly a little shape on the horizon. And as soon as you try and squint in on it, it disappears.
I kind of shake Vaughn and go, there was something out there, and point in that direction, and yeah. Look like a crazy person because there's nothing there now.
There's nothing
Which is
there.
something I'm particularly good at, so it's fine.
But Solace, you are suffering a point of exhaustion for this day.
Fair.
But one by one, you begin to rouse to the smells of a breakfast being prepared. Perhaps a not as restful of a last portion of a night as it could have been, given that you were awoken just a couple hours ago, and some of you opted to try to sleep in your armor. But
I wake up cranky.
I too slept in my armor. I flexed.
I look at Vaughn like I want to just Homer Simpson strangle. And I don't.
as the sun rises, it is still a moderate temperature, still tolerable, but you recognize that same kind of shift you'd felt in Nightfall, just in reverse, where the brighter the sky gets, the warmer the landscape around you seems to get as well.
We're gonna have to go back out into it's gonna be terrible. I don't want to.
The sooner that we leave, we could potentially.
But it's gonna be gross and icky and.
It's not gross and icky right now. So
But it's gonna be.
I really
I've
don't
already
know
got
how
my
to
hat
help you.
wrapped around my
Bob.
head like a turban, or my shirt.
We should try and hurry. There are some things happening in Solskid, I think. And I will tell them about my dream that probably wasn't a dream, that was probably a vision, and that I'm concerned about what's going on out there, what Gerard is doing, and or what might happen to Gerard.
Was his hair white last time? That.
I thought it was
Ever?
like a really pale blonde, but I don't
also
know.
assuming that it was a blonde.
He's definitely changed from what Sophie was expecting, at least, or from what she knew. She was worried.
Can I roll to see if I got Windwalk? Well, anything
yes.
really back.
D20, let me pull up the data book for you, because I never remember what the values are supposed to be.
Now, please don't fuck me, because I think it would be very helpful if we did get Windwalk. 18. It's not. I don't think that's fucking greater restoration, but
Actually, no, 18 is the minimum for Windwalker.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit! Oh man, thank you, dice.
Can you feel heat as wind?
So I'm gonna check the bead and be like, "Oh, hey guys, we can travel as wind again if we'd like."
I also had a dream, and maybe a visitor. There is a chosen in Mina, and that is why Klaus is going there. And chosens are anchors for their gods. And so I think he means to kill this chosen. I'm sorry for this being a breakfast topic, but we're, here we are. Anyway,
Just a good thing we're
I-
going then, right?
We aren't going to let him, are we? Just murder someone? Else? Someone more?
Do we have a way to find this person if we get to Edmina?
maybe.
Didn't that make you a target also?
Yeah, I am. Hey,
Already target.
hi. I am also a chosen, and have god blood, but we don't have to talk about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Is it we don't have to talk about it, or you would rather not talk about it?
I don't know what there is to say. I have god blood. I am an angel. I am an anchor for Nalai, and eventually he probably will try to kill me.
That's something we're absolutely not going to let happen.
How are you
Okay.
sure that you aren't the chosen he's trying to find in Enmina?
I don't know.
Oh, that's true. If we show up, you technically are a chosen in Mina.
It didn't seem like that
Oh.
when he was saying it, but I don't know. It could be me. I don't know.
Nobody answered Solus's earlier question.
About what?
Are we going to let it happen? Or are we going to try to stop it?
I would like to try to stop it, because that truly could very easily have been me at one point, so I would like to try to stop it.
I very
d-
much, without a doubt, would also like to stop it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone here does not wish to save a life. I just don't know if we have any way to find them. I mean, I'm still down to go and try.
We really don't have much information. We just have a chosen in Mina.
Something that has been weighing very heavily on me that I just want to say out loud here while we're all talking about it. We killed a chosen in Ainsbury, and then he killed Mioru. Just so we all know that happened, and I think that's what will happen. Anyway, and I just go quiet.
You think if he kills the chosen, it is easier for him to kill the god?
Absolutely,
Fair.
I do. We are apparently anchors to this plane for gods. So if you kill the anchor, I imagine it is much easier to kill the god. That's what it sounded like. I don't know.
Makes a lot of sense.
Is that why you wear all the armor to like add weight to the anchor?
Yeah, I'm trying to really hold her down. I want to really anchor her to this plane. So I'm making myself extra heavy so I can hold her down.
Oh yeah, that. Understandable.
Yeah, so
We have to also think about what we might have that Klaus might want that he would be willing to risk a meeting like this.
all of the artifacts that we have. He says it's because we are becoming a threat that he can't ignore anymore. But I don't know.
Yes, he said something similar to me.
He said something
Wait,
similar
he
in the
spoke-
letter he left us. That was a trap.
Yep. Yep.
I don't think he can possibly know that we have the gem, so maybe he should not know about that.
I don't know if I trust him that. He seems to be able to answer a lot of questions about a lot of things.
I would wager that he knows a lot more than we think he does.
And
You might
also,
know
we
now
may be.
what this crown is doing to Gerard.
That is something I had thought of as well. Perhaps next time we see him in anyone's dreams or in Mina, why don't we ask him if he knows what Gerard would like with the crown, and perhaps...
I hesitate to mention the crown in the off chance that he doesn't know where it is or who has it. I guess he would know, but I don't know. I'm still just
Might not know
Could we
where.
not just ask what the crown would do to someone?
I think we know what the crown
could ask that
does
as well.
to somebody.
I think it drives them mad with ambition.
Yes.
I don't know, but I can.
I mean, that could be in the book.
Was it Klaus that said he also feared what these ambitions might be? Or Calder? I look
Well,
around
yeah.
waiting for Calder
History
to fucking show up.
I think it was Calder that said.
Well,
that.
you see. Sorry. That's the worst. Oh, I rolled a fucking. Oh wait, I don't. That's not. History is not great for me. Well, it's not terrible. It's not. Oh.
It's a memory check. It's not crazy high.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Well, I got a solid 10. I flat in the middle. I passed.
You did pass. It was pass fail. So
Okay.
it's a memory check.
I just
It
assumed.
was Klaus who warned you about two of the artifacts. One of them being the ring on Sebastian's finger, and the other one being the crown on Gerard's head. And specifically said that Gerard was on a conquest that might take many lives if left unchecked.
Didn't remember that part.
I just remembered right now.
Just had a very vivid image. Go ahead.
So he is hoping to drag Slater into a war, is what he is hoping. That is what Gerard hopes to do.
But
I
what?
don't know. He sounded like he was trying to help his people. And I'm
he's
not
trying.
saying that the.
Go ahead,
consequences-
sorry. Nope, go ahead.
It's okay. That's nothing.
Have we started
And-
moving, or are we still having breakfast?
You're still breakfasting.
Good.
He is trying to plead to the King of Slater for aid in saving his people, and I understand, but if he means to drag Slater into a war, I don't know.
So that does seem to be our priority first. Is to go check on Sophie and Gerard.
So if after Mina we mean to head to Solskid, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I immediately pull out the sending stone to my dad, and I'm just gonna tell him, hey, we're going to Solskid eventually, probably.
You will get a grunt.
That's all I need.
Then afterwards we'll have to do something about Sebastian, but that's a later date.
I am worried about this thing in Mina. I think we should go, of course, and attempt to find this chosen. I'm worried. I don't want any of us to get hurt, and I don't see this not becoming a fight against Klaus.
There is nothing saying we can't ensure it ends peacefully. I don't think he is so unreasonable that we could not set some sort of terms? Like maybe we don't want to have a fight in the middle of this peaceful mining town. Like maybe we are here to discuss. And if we can't reach an agreement, we leave and don't fight in the middle of town.
What if we show up and it's an ambush, or he starts to fight us right away without really giving maybe his bad guy monologue, but
I could make an attempt to read his mind.
I
Which I think is a wisdom save, and he's probably really good at that.
he has not been terribly quick to become aggressive in the past.
I agree. Until somebody tries to shoot him with a bolt.
Come on, it was one time.
I just think we could maybe lay out some sort of like, hey, maybe we don't fight here. If we can't agree, then we just leave. And when we see each other next time, then it's balls to the wall. But like for now, maybe these good people don't deserve that. I don't know. I don't know.
Dobby, you have a cat screaming behind you.
Yes, it's delightful. I know.
It startled me. It was just out of the gate. But yes, I agree. I think that that's a good way to approach it. An agreement of sorts.
I admit I don't trust him to even really keep his word, but I think it's really our only choice, so I agree.
Have him swear on the sword.
If we have him swear on the sword, what is the consequence of him breaking that swear? We can't take the sword from him, assuming.
I was going to say it's his sword.
It's
He may
not.
not.
It's something that he's borrowing for a time. I don't think these artifacts can truly belong to anyone.
I mean,
It's just something. Unless you can think of something that might be more binding, but old things that are magical have a power of their own.
I am fine with doing that, but I have seen and felt what he does with that sword, and I don't know what it will do, but I don't see the harm in asking.
Unless someone has a better idea to try and hold him to an oath.
Oaths are only as binding as the person who makes them wants them to be, though, I think.
I think we don't really know what's going to happen until we get there.
That's where I am with it. You gotta go fuck around to find out.
Yeah. And full disclosure, just so it doesn't come out and surprise anybody, I asked him to come talk to me, just to be fully transparent with all of you.
Oh.
You asked him to come talk to you.
Yes.
Why?
I had questions and I wanted answers, and I wanted to talk to him.
The last time he offered information, it was at a pretty high price.
He didn't mention a price when we talked.
I look to the ground.
Did you learn much?
I learned a lot, actually. I know what I am now. And all of the fun things that come with that, so.
Do you feel more at peace with the answers from him then?
No. But I have them. And I know what I am hoping to do next, I guess.
What is it that you hope to do next?
I couldn't
You
hear
cut
you.
out, Laura. Yeah. you
What
cut
is
out.
it that you hope to do next?
There are ways, apparently, to become unchosen. And I would not be honest if I said that did not interest me in some capacity, but
You don't want to be chosen.
I never did.
Do you know how to become unchosen?
Nope. But I know there is a way. Somewhere out there, there is a way.
So you're.
What would that mean? Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, that's you.
Just wonder what it means to go from being a chosen to not being one anymore.
Yeah, what exactly are you looking to relinquish by becoming unchosen?
I will not be beholden to a goddess. I will not be a tool. My life and my mind and everything will be mine. I will have autonomy.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. Good enough reasons for me.
I didn't know that you were so unhappy with her. I'm sorry.
I've learned a lot in the last month or so that have not sat particularly well with me, but I am on this path and I will follow it, and I am still trying to do what she asks. I have learned that in death I will not be given peace, and I feel like if I give my entire life to a goddess, I should at least have peace in death, and if not that, then I don't want this anymore.
That does sound fair to me, honestly.
I didn't get to choose this. It was chosen for me. Anyway, I didn't mean to be such a downer at breakfast. I just wanted to be transparent with everybody.
Well, it is important to be so, and it is your life. If you wish to pursue something like this, then I am behind you.
I wouldn't say that it's you being a downer either. I mean, breakfast seems to when we have our most serious conversations the last couple weeks, so
I think leaving home, I am just finally understanding how little of myself is me, and how little of myself I have. So it's just a lot to try to deal with, but it's okay.
Is it okay, or are you saying that because you don't want to talk about it?
I don't know if now is the time to talk about it. I don't know what to say. I am in the. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I don't really know if I. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Just there are people who might be able to help you who aren't potentially trying to kill people. So if it's what you want, there are answers and we can find them for you. But just be careful, because I don't trust any information he gives not to have a price, even if you haven't paid it yet. But it's your decision to make, like we all have to. But we should probably get going. We've got a long way to go still.
we will help you with whatever you choose to do, Darby.
Just one day at a time in this stupid hot desert, and I'll figure it out as I go. And I'm going to just inhale my breakfast and go tend to my moose.
Okay.
Are they okay? Are they freezing? Are they... Is he mad?
They all seem largely okay. They had huddled together in the night and kept warm. Despite... I was gonna say, I think Ruby would be the least acclimated.
They also had bedrolls on them, I think.
Yeah, we we put our bedrolls and our
I'll-
cloaks on the horses.
I'll have a little like nice morning chitty chat with them, just to make sure that everybody is hanging in there. And then I will mention the potential that we might need to travel quickly, and the ones who have wind walked before will maybe remember it. I don't know how horse brains work from things that happened a month ago.
I'm gonna go. Oops, sorry.
No, go nuts.
I'm gonna go ask Mia for an apple or two.
I will give Elm an apple.
Or
Go over
two.
to Christian. Oh, one or two. It's very important. Do I get one also?
It's very important.
I'm gonna give you one because, like, I don't have many left. I'll give you one apple.
Okay, that's fair.
I
I won't take
actually
one.
don't
I won't
know.
take a bite from me.
I don't know how many apples I have. I'm just assuming
Wait,
it's
you
okay.
take a bite of the apple and then offer Christian the happy.
No, I said I'm not gonna do that.
You want this?
I said I'm not gonna do this. But I am gonna go over to Christian and start my usual. Hello, good morning. Have an apple. We'll become friends soon.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh my god, that's a natural 20. I don't think I should get a natural 20 on that, but it was.
You've set a precedent with your last visit. And when he sees you approaching again, this time with an apple in hand, that precedent is met, and he is excited to not only greet you, but take the food from you, which again, he will snap back and eat basically whole.
Look to Dario like, it's working.
It is. You're doing so good.
Yes. The animal whisperer, that's me.
Where do apples go in a celestial animal?
Into the belly. And then they digest it, and then it goes through everything else, and then poop.
I didn't need the whole.
Celestial
And then
poop.
you asked.
Christian-
there are
Christian
celestial
poops.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe they just eat it for fun and then it goes into space. I don't.
Celestial steeds poop rainbows.
Rainbows and butterflies.
This looks like an oil slick on the ground.
Oh my god. That's so gross.
yeah. Okay, well, that's a thing that happens
I'm
now.
never, ever asking questions
Welcome.
ever again.
That's
I am going to just gently climb onto the moose. Just like, all right, here we go.
I have just
Are
been
we-
nuzzling Eamon's face the whole time, like that spot right in between his eyes.
I've already had a chitty chat with all the horses, so I will extend a hand to Realm.
I will take said hand. I struggled really hard at saying said.
You're just so ecstatic about making a moose friend.
I am. I'm very excited.
Gently toss Yrsa so she can fly.
I choose you, Ursa.
Just maybe keep an eye out for anything that, we should know about.
Dust clouds,
Kobolds,
worms under the ground that she
capybaras,
might not be able to see.
Sebastian.
Oh,
A
they're
wandering
being a sneaky
fire.
bitch.
Darby.
Yes?
I mean, I feel like this is likely a given, anyways. But can you ask Christian to let us know if he feels like a rumbling in the ground, like before we do?
Yeah. And then I will relay that to Christian.
Are we windwalking or are we just
Oh, right. Are you windwalking?
I don't. I've told them about the worms, but also, yeah, there are giant worms that might pop up. Are we windwalking or like no?
I don't want a giant worm.
He did warn me about the worms, but are we windwalking or no?
Like Windwalker, nah.
I am fine with using Windwalk now. My only concern is that we may need to get to Soul Skid from Inmina quite fast, so perhaps it's best to save it, but I'm happy to use it whenever we'd like.
I mean, we want to get to this place potentially faster. We could just reach out to someone in Soulskid and maybe let them know what's happening. I don't know.
Just don't want to get Gerard in trouble.
You could probably tell Brynja.
You don't think she would tell Alexander right away?
I think she would be cool about it. I think you could say, like, we don't want to raise an alarm, but there is reason to be concerned, and da. She's pretty cool. I think she'd be fine.
Cool.
Wouldn't that be potentially putting Gerard at risk? And Sophie too.
Or we just book it to Anina and hope that this whole thing goes okay, and then we can book it. Do I know how far it is from Anina to Soulskid?
I mean, you would. Get the fuck out of here, biomes.
Whoa.
Dang. Biomes just doing biome stuff, and you're all like, fuck you, biome.
They're just
Biomes are
human.
doing biome stuff. It's not a very legible version of the map. I don't want the biomes. Soulskid would be about 2 weeks of travel from Inmina.
Whoa.
Soulskid is about 2 weeks from Anina, just so we know.
So maybe it's better to book it and then save Windwalk?
How much can we travel with Windwalk?
800, 300. It's 8 hours, and I think it's 300 feet a minute. I'm gonna check.
I'm just going to
To save the math, Windwalk would get you to Inmina in a day.
Whoa.
The thing is, I think Windwalk would get us to Anmina much faster. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference on the way to Soulskid, as much as it would this travel. Like, do you get what I mean? Like,
You're so math smart.
I do a lot of map stuff.
There's always a chance we could get it back.
There is a
That's
chance we
certain.
could get it back, yeah.
It goes a long
I
time to
assume
get it back
Sophie
first.
will tell me if things become much worse. I hope.
Do I know how far it is from Yasate to Soulskid?
Yeah.
Longer?
Yeah, it's about 3 weeks
Okay.
of travel on foot.
Never mind.
Were you going to invite your dad to Soul
I
Skid?
was gonna say my dad would be there, so we could also have another person there, but it takes about 30 weeks to get from home to Soulskid, so. We should tell someone in Soulskid that there is a risk. And I still think it should be Brynja.
Is Brynja in Soul Skid? Is she not in Brightestrom with
Probably.
Alexander?
Yeah, probably. I'm probably stupid.
We send that message and she'd be so confused.
I mean, she's
Like,
not
that's nice.
unfamiliar.
I mean, like, she's still someone that would be worth telling, I think.
Would it be worth sending a message directly to Gerard?
I tried that once, it doesn't work because of the crown.
I see.
Would I know
Maybe.
anyone in that court that would be chill to send any kind of information to?
I'm sorry. Let me pull up my third document of notes. Sorry.
Just have all 5,000 of them open.
I had two. I had two sets of notes open.
Those are rookie numbers.
No, you're right.
Get back to me when you're at over 100 tabs.
And then we all just have mental breakdowns.
Nope, already done that.
Had a mental breakdown or had over
Not
100
related to my
tabs?
tabs.
Yes.
Just a little minty bee for fun.
I had a breakdown yesterday because I heard that Ethan had over 100 tabs open and I just couldn't deal.
Yep, brain shut down.
It's down below 200 now.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Need you to not tell me next time.
Darby, in your travels, you would have met both Elsan and Yosedan. Elsan being the High King's mate, and Yosedan being his advisor. But I don't think you would have really interacted much with the High King.
Okay. I mean, I understand we don't want Sophie or Gerard to get in trouble, but we should let someone know what's happening, and it maybe should be the High King's advisor or mate.
Because the last king's advisor was so trustworthy.
You trust Calder though, don't you?
No.
Some of us do.
I trust him as far as I can throw him.
I just do not want to see my homeland undertaken by something that I could have warned them about.
I don't know the right choice, whatever you think.
I don't think it's my choice to make, though.
I feel like we should not for now, and it's just because if we tell the advisor and they feel obligated to tell the king, they're going to go after Gerard, and if he has the crown, that may be the result of many people dying, his trying to defend himself. However, if we can get there without raising any alarms and try to speak to him ourselves.
So just saying from experience, the people in the north don't really like it when voices pop up in their heads.
Not everyone is like my dad.
I didn't... There's a lot of people that don't really like voices in their heads. I shouldn't have said from the north. I'm just saying, like, how
I'll be gently racist in here.
Yes, I'm racist. It's fine. What I mean
God,
is...
okay, Miss Sala, Jesus.
Oh my god. What I mean is, there's no reason they're going to trust us just from a single message.
They would trust me.
Are you sending the message?
I can't.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yes,
Never
you
mind.
can.
Yes, you can.
Ring.
I can't.
Yeah, I heard can't.
It still has a revivify in it.
Vaughn, what do you think?
About what we should, if we should tell them?
If we should tell them whether we should use... Well, yes, that's the biggest question.
So if you tell this if you tell the kingdom of a Slater essentially that someone there has a curse artifact and they are influenced by it to try to push the kingdom to war. If they take that seriously, how well do we value Gerard's safety?
We value Sophie's safety a lot.
You've had the vision like this before, though, yes, Solace?
Yes.
How much do you think things have escalated since then?
Gerard wasn't in the first one. I can ask her, but I don't know. She was worried. I don't even know if I know.
I'm of the mind to say yes, because it's just bigger numbers at stake by not warning them, but at the same time, if they get a hold of that artifact, that's an unknown factor of how safe that artifact would be.
That also.
I'm on the fence, I really am. I'm still of the mind to tell, though, at the end of the day.
I am fine to wait. I just, I would like to avoid bloodshed in any capacity that I can.
So listen, maybe worth asking Sophie how long it's taken him to get to the state that he is. Might give us a time frame.
And maybe it is worth saying that, I mean, I can try to bargain on his behalf. I don't hold much sway, but maybe it is something.
There's just a howling meerkat somewhere.
Yeah, like your cat is going off.
It's almost, well, I mean, it's half hour to dinner time, so it's freak out time.
If you do wish to have a more solid conversation with Sophie, I can technically send you into her dreams for an evening.
Oh.
So long as I have that spell slot by the end of the day.
It seems like the immediate need is to get to Enmina and see what meets us there. None of it may matter if that goes badly, right?
That's true.
Unless you were wanting to reach out to her sooner.
Tonight would likely be soon enough.
Now we travel.
How are you traveling?
Buona Bellissima.
I think we're
Windwalk.
it's
Ah,
Yes.
that's what you mean.
Right.
it's
yes,
Windwalk
yes,
or
that's the-
horses. I'm still wondering. Go for it.
I think we should windwalk now and maybe chance getting it back before. Because again, 8 hours is not going to make as much difference in a 2-week travel as it will a couple days travel.
But it's 300.
Okay.
It's what it means.
With Windwalk, we can get to Solskid in a day.
No,
Well,
Enmina.
No,
Ah,
you can get to
Enmina.
Enmina in a day. Solskid is 2 weeks from Enmina, so
yeah, a day.
imagine Windwalk might shave off a day or two in a
Because it's
2-week
300
travel.
feet. It's 300 feet a minute.
Don't make me do the math.
Okay, we're windwalking and we're going
So
to
really
Enmina.
long day.
Done.
Don't make me do
Everybody's
that.
The faster we get there, the more
tell
time we have to find the
horses-
chosen, so that works.
Yeah,
And
I
then we
prep
have
the
to-
horses. but-
Couple days to maybe hopefully get Windwalk back again.
Just gotta remember to roll.
All right. Casting Windwalk.
Okay. So Solace braces the horses for what will be unfamiliar to one of them.
Bless her baby heart. She didn't
Bless
know
her
what
baby
she was in
heart.
for.
She was just brought along for the ride in every sense of the word.
Gonna send her back to Rivendell.
But you all evaporate into a gaseous form and find that in that vaporous shape, the heat doesn't affect you as much. And you are able to begin a rapid travel over the vast, empty expanse of the winter heat Badlands. You do not have to make a Constitution saving throw to save from another point of exhaustion, because the weather does not affect you in this state. Also, yup. Let me just check.
I am missing that summer heat.
Passive perception.
I was gonna take a little.
Wait, do you lose your point of exhaustion for sleeping, and then you would have gotten it back if you failed the Constitution?
Yes.
Dope.
Or
I was gonna take a little
second.
nappy naps on the horse, but it's fine.
You're win now, bitch.
This is more important.
You're wind now, bitch. No, now
I am win now. You are correct.
I'm sorry, that was
that is
aggressive.
You were the breeze. No naps.
There, Jesus.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
Be the leaf.
Oh, that ends badly. That ends so badly, though.
No, it ends great. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I've got a cat named Wash.
Oh, we were
Wash?
quoting different things, and now I'm fucking sad. Fuck you.
Look,
I
I do. I have a cat named Wash. It's fine. Leaf on the wind.
I
That's how
was
I see it.
quoting fucking The Legend of Korra, and you were quoting fucking Firefly, you fucker.
Well, yes. Would you like to say fuck one more time?
You fuck.
Okay. There we go.
Win
That felt
you
right.
fuck.
Making Jack
That
sad.
was a very Canadian fuck.
You fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not fuck, it's fack.
Fact.
Oh, PR just a little fucker. Oh wow, that went wrong. That was the worst Canadian accent I've ever done in my
It's
whole
right.
life.
That was so
I'm sorry.
American right at the end of it.
You're doing great there, pal. Just keep on it, you get it.
Yeah, just keep on it.
That's what she said.
Keep on it. She knows what
Eventually you'll
she's
get
doing,
it.
she'll keep on it.
You're win now, you fuck.
Wow.
Anyway,
Ah.
all of you except for Vaughn, who is missing the summer heat, as you speed over the Badlands, notice beneath you, within probably about 1,000 feet of where you start your journey, that same little kobold stood out in the sun with his hand on his hat, looking up.
Is it
What?
Fitzroy?
It is not Fitzroy.
Damn.
Not
Does
every
it look
kobold.
like Fitzroy?
What?
I mean,
He's got a
Does it?
big family.
More gentle racism
To my
within the
understanding.
group.
yeah, I was gonna say.
No, he's got it. No, he does have a
They
big
all look the
family.
same.
He
He
does
said he
have a big
did.
family.
Yeah.
And they all look.
That was not racist this time.
Remember that one time we contacted his very drunk brother?
That was great.
Jesus,
That was a
Lee.
Yeah, you
It's
thought
great.
he was speaking Draconic when he was in fact just snoring.
Just snoring.
You said he was making growling
So good.
some sounds.
That's a classic. Classic moment.
That was funny.
He was just sleeping.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I'm dumb sometimes too. So
So, you will spend probably most of the day in this shape. And it is in the late afternoon, almost evening, that you finally see in Mina. It is a small town built into the base of a snowy mountainous range. Currently, all of the snow remains on the mountains, and you are looking down on a very western seeming town built around one singular road that seems to fade into the Badlands, pass through the town, and then wind up towards the Highmaw Range. As you approach the south entrance, you can see a large bronze statue of a woman and her young son. They hold hands and wear matching determined expressions. The woman holds a meat cleaver in her free hand, and the boy a primitive wooden club. Perched on the boy's shoulder is a small, fluffy, rodent-like creature, not unlike a squirrel, but with very long tufted ears and a very, very full, bushy tail. Its mouth is agape with what might be a hostile rodent war cry. I can post this.
All I can picture is like the conducting squirrel. Like,
I mean, yeah, not terribly far off.
Does the rodent immediately mean anything to me?
You can go ahead and make a religion check with advantage.
Is it cold?
You're gas right now.
Is it cold when we're not gas?
are you not gas? We're not not gas yet.
Well, I just want to be prepared for the future.
Are you not gassing?
She's gonna put.
not
Are
gassing.
you not gassing?
16.
Okay. Yes. The short answer is yes. Long answer is to come. Sorry.
Sorry.
Nia's gonna put on her jacket while she's wind, just for when we transform back.
This can go somewhere. Session notes. Why not? Nope, I spelled that wrong. There we go. Yes, indeed, you do recognize the squirrel, and it does mean something to you. Would you like it read aloud or sent to you privately?
That's up to you, man.
No, it's up to you. As you land on the ground and on gas in front of this towering statue.
Sorry, I'm also trying to open different channels in Discord, and it is opening them as browsers, and I'm struggling a little bit.
Nice. We tried not doing that.
It keeps opening them in a browser, so that's fine. I guess this will just be me now. Okay, cool.
Browser, I barely know her.
Okay.
Oh,
There it
Ethan.
is.
Someone mute him.
You just send it to me. Just send it to me.
Okay.
You can open a new browser tab to read it.
I sure can, because I guess I can't interact with Discord on my computer without opening a new tab on fucking Firefox.
Just want to spit on the ground and go, this town ain't big enough for the both of us.
You are absolutely overtaken by a strange urge. Like your accent.
Yeah.
You just smell rat.
I smell a rat.
I say.
There it is. There it is.
Be right back really quick.
All right.
I do also really.
Are you going pee without permission?
Go pee. Go pee while I dig this up and.
Okay.
No, I'm having an issue with my roommate.
Oh, that's way
Go.
worse.
Fuck off, Stan. Play my ringtone.
Ooh.
It's not playing my. There we go. I just have to talk over it because otherwise it completely ignores it. I gotta talk the whole time, but it doesn't really understand what's happening. It's a bop though.
Again, I couldn't really hear it.
Dang it!
Mm.
God damn these sophisticated microphones.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, so my keyboard is just all fucked up also. I don't know what's happened. Jack stepped on my keyboard a minute ago, and I think that has fucked everything up.
Oh, maybe he hit one of those super secret key combinations.
Yeah.
They do that to my keyboard all the time, and they swap WASD and the arrows a bunch.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Are we all back? No, we're not. I can use my eyeballs.
Oh, he stepped on my keyboard again, and everything's fine.
You just gotta deposit him.
I guess.
Mm.
He is upset, though.
It's 15 minutes. I mean, I could let him in now.
Sorry, I'm here.
That's okay. I'm gonna let a boy in for dinner. And then everybody brace, because then it happens.
The poops.
But the thing,
No,
the
not
The
poop.
gas.
For the love of God, not the poop. Yes. Jesus Christ, let me put it down. Get out of here.
Somebody forgot to mute themselves.
God, you think you never get fed.
Look at that snuggly boy, though.
I'm forcing him. He doesn't want to be here right now, but I'm definitely like not really letting him leave that much. But he's like, this isn't the worst thing ever, but he's like, hey.
He's there, now and down. Ugh. And I left his crate open, so I might have to get up and throw him in there later if he's a pain in the butt. Okay, are we all here?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So you all assume your regular forms at the mouth of this town, stood in front of that large bronze statue depicting a woman, her son, and his pet. There's a plaque now that you are all humanoid enough to read it, written in common that reads, "The weak that were left behind."
That's never good sounding.
Behind of what?
Before you stretches this seemingly one-lane town. Wooden built buildings frame the left and right side of the path, and there is a smattering of activity coming and going across the laneway. Nothing too terribly busy. It does feel very small town, and that's because you can see the end of it. You do notice that there is a lot of children that giggle and laugh as they chase each other through alleyways and across the roadways. What do you do?
How many days do we have until Klaus is here? Or we're supposed to have this meeting with Klaus? He could already be here.
If I were him, I would already be. He's the one who set the meeting. And I think it's 2 days. Yes.
It is 2 days, yes.
Do we have any way to find?
Well, I guess we should get some information about where things are. We gotta find out where we would look for the chosen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we go to a tavern or some kind of bar and just find out where the locals gather and then ask if, I guess, would we be asking for another, like, cemetery of sorts, or where do you think they'd have it chosen out here?
I would hope not a cemetery.
We're trying to avert them ending up in this. But also, isn't it possible that the chosen might not know that they're chosen?
Yes, there is that part.
That was sort of what I assumed because. And anyways, that was sort of what I assumed.
Can they? Would it detect magic work?
Well, I don't see
I
why.
think we'd have to
it would.
detect as something maybe divine rather than magical.
Like a divine sense. Is divine sense.
Maybe, I don't know.
I can do
Divine
that
sense.
4 times.
I mean, if we go to. We can call a town meeting and Darby can use their eyes and.
In this random town we just walked into. Excuse me, town
I-
meeting.
I mean, it's so small.
Townsfolk assemble.
I think we should go to a tavern and have a conversation.
Surely there's only a tavern.
I mean, I also just want to get a drink.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, yeah. Let's go get a drink.
So you start to wander down the pathway. Again, your passing through is taken very casually. Nobody seems to look at you twice or give pause. In fact, you kind of feel underfoot of a group of children playing tag across the streets. They duck and dodge and weave around you, paying you little mind, and you do eventually find near the center of the town on the left side is a rather large building with 2 floors, a little patio on the second floor. The sign that swings outside the doorway reads the Fire Spitter.
Did it have those sweet, like, swinging tavern
Hell
doors?
yeah, it does.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
It's not actually like a complete door. It's just saloon door.
Yeah.
to push them open.
So Solace
We
booms
hitch-
her way into the tavern.
I do not. I quietly hitch my horse and wait. Yeah, that seems more like it. Yeah. I've never boomed my way into anything in my whole little life.
Why not start?
No.
Sorry,
I will
was-
follow
what did-
Darby though if they're booming
I was
in.
Darby's booming in.
Okay, yep. Hitch the horses to the hitching post and then head on in.
You boom in, and the saloon doors swing quite wide and slap back against the wall, and the table closest to you kind of gives a little jump and looks over to you, and then seems to laugh it off. This is probably not the first time somebody has done that.
I would.
At this time of day, as we approach the evening, it's not terribly occupied. There's a few patrons scattered around. Largely, most of them are at the bar. Behind it is a very tall, very broad, older-looking woman with... There she is. She appears human-ish, very blocky and large, but her skin is reddish, and she has short, bright red hair in a pixie cut and very dark brown eyes. She sees you coming in, and she'll say, "Hello, travelers. Come have a seat. I'll be right with you."
Well, I'm gonna go have a seat then.
Yep.
Do you sit at the bar or at a table?
I feel like we'd be an awful lot at the bar.
I sit at the table.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we should, maybe we should sit there.
Time.
Like that, the bars if your party is 3 or less.
You deliberate the bar for a few moments and then find yourself a table that is unoccupied with seating enough for the 5 of you. You are left alone for about 2 or 3 minutes before she comes immediately to your table with a tray full of ale. And she says, "Newcomers, eh? Well, first one's always on the house. Welcome to the Fire Spitter."
Thank you.
Where did you get the name?
Trust me, sweetie, you don't want to know.
I'm so curious. But
Well,
okay.
how about you get a few more drinks in me and I might show you.
Oh my god.
I will pull out 2 silver and I will slide them across now. So you should buy yourself a drink then.
I like you. Where are you from?
North is later.
I slide out. another
Very
2
far
silver.
north.
Yeah, thanks.
Slowly, this pile of silver just starts appearing in front of
We just really want to see
Yeah,
you get drunk and you
just
tell
know
us more
I'm
about the bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2. Add 2 silver again.
So 6 silver in front of her.
Just gonna properly adjust my veil.
Okay. Is it just the 6 silver?
I mean, so far.
I slap down a gold and say, I'll cover the rest of what they won't put down.
All
How
right.
much your
Oh,
drinks
were we all
cost?
putting money down for some reason?
No, it's good I've covered it. Don't worry about it.
No, I understand. They're putting money down for a show, sweetheart. And she'll take one of the ales she had brought over and she'll go and slam it back. And you watch her cheeks expand as she fills her mouth with all the alcohol. And as she does that, she starts to inhale, put the mug of ale down, and you watch as her hair catches on fire. And she tilts her head back and sprays it all up. And then as soon as it leaves her lips, it's just this cascade of red and orange and white flames. And you can feel the heat wash over you. And it's a bit much considering it's already a hot environment. But she'll wipe her mouth and go, "That's why we call ourselves the Fire Spitter."
Yeah, clapping, definitely applause.
Hell yeah.
That was very impressive.
Now that you've all paid for your first round, surely there's something I can treat you to.
Food.
Do you have, food?
Food I can do. I'll get you the house special. And she'll...
Most of us aren't very picky.
You don't seem the picky sort. You, though. And she looks at Tonya.
I'm a vegetarian.
Of course, yeah. We'll take care of you. And she'll turn and go to vanish behind the bar. And I need 2 seconds to put a boy in the crate because he's going bananas.
Do
Maybe
I
he's
look
gonna poop
like
for
a
you.
Vegetarian? Is that just a look that you have?
You look kind of like a vegan, but I wasn't gonna say that.
I didn't realize that had a whole like look to it.
It does.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She was a fire genasi. I just am curious.
You just look apprehensive anytime we go to eat anywhere, so it's just kind of that vibe.
They always, the first thing that they always come out with is a big tray full of meat. of
That's
some-
because
You
most
also-
people like meat. It's hard
Also,
to come
that
by
was-
in a lot of places.
Yeah. Did
you
she
bring your own
leave?
food a lot.
I do. Is she still here?
No, she's gone.
That was really unsanitary, I'll be honest.
Nah, that was
The fire kills the germs. I mean, it really does. It's how fire. Like that's why we cook our meat because it kills
Yes.
it, you know.
But that
Yeah.
fire came from her mouth.
yes, but then it was
Yeah,
on
but
fire,
there's- So
and the
there's no
heat
bacteria.
killed germs.
That's not really how that.
I don't think she cooks the food like that, but you could ask if you wanted to.
Is-
I'm just,
Is
please
there
don't.
any, like, residue left about what she just did? Like, on the floor or something? Or is it just gone from the fire?
Gone. It had evaporated. In fact, it smells very smoky.
I'm just staring at my fucking ale, and then I just drink a bunch of it.
It's a good thing she
I'm
drank one
staring
because
at
I didn't want
Viconia.
one. I'm sorry, I just wanted to put it out there. I know that the whole... It's fine.
You know,
I
never
drink
mind.
my
I just keep
ale.
drinking.
Yep, I am chugging my ale as well.
Good thing she drank one because I didn't want one.
We
Well,
will
if she
always
brings you
drink this
another,
for you.
yeah, that.
Mhm. I finished mine. Just like
Yeah, I finished mine
Counting
too.
it.
I'm inhaled mine.
Same.
It's been a long, hot day of travel. In the
a
wind.
long, comfortable day of travel.
You aren't left alone long. It's probably about 10 minutes before she returns. And it is with 2 platters, one rather large. And it is an array of meats and cheeses and some crackers as well. The meat's all grilled, and she'll put it down and say, mountain goat special for 5. And for you, little lady, and she'll put the second plate down, and it is a circular grilled slab of something that smells spiced.
You got the veggie burger.
Thank you.
I
like
promise
whenever-
most people order this even when they're not vegetarians.
Good to know. Thank you
What-
very much.
Is it a surprise? I can make. If it's a surprise, I can keep it one. I'm just curious.
I think you should try it.
With you standing
Um,
there, are you going to watch
sure.
me try? Oh no.
Would you
no.
rather I not watch? I can leave.
I'm gonna reach over.
I will-
I'm face down in grilled meats at this point.
I am observing quietly.
So, Realm, you take a little bite, and you find it kind of gives under your utensil quite quickly. It is crispy on the outside, but very soft and juicy on the inside. For a moment, you think it could be steak, but it's a bit too porous. And then once you have it on your tongue, you can taste something a little savory and a little sweet, and you detect the hint of watermelon.
Yeah, that's very good. If you're not going to eat that, I will.
I will have a bite.
And you find the same thing. It looks strangely meaty, but as soon as you've cut into it, it's a little too juicy, a little too porous, and then it's just a flavored grilled fruit.
It's grilled watermelon, yeah.
It's grilled watermelon.
I seen that on TikTok.
I did not know that was a thing. Sounds kind of interesting. Though.
They're pretty good.
Mm.
Well, y'all enjoy your meals, and if you need anything, just call for Sasha.
I was gonna ask
I
if
will
your name was, so-
put down a gold and another round. I think some of us are ready. At least.
Sure thing. And she's off to get another round.
Zip. Oh.
So, how do we go about asking this, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
I don't. There's no. there's no way to ask that. We just have to be observant.
Because you
I
can't just be like,
think
hey,
we should
do
ask.
you have any half god quarter, 16th, I don't know, 8th gods.
It sounds very.
Should we perhaps ask if there's anyone religious in town?
Am I particularly religious, Rel?
Is it Osimar?
at
Do we
one
just ask if
point.
there are other Osimar? Like it I don't know if
Do
it's
most people know what that is? Darby didn't know what that
I
was.
didn't know
for
what
a
that
long
was
time.
until a little while ago.
I didn't know what that was until Darby knew what that was.
And I only very recently learned what that really is. So
Maybe we should just observe
Observe.
for the evening.
we ask
and see
for
what we
Klaus?
see.
We could ask if
No,
she has seen Klaus, or no, I mean, not say his name, of course, but we could ask if she's seen anyone of his description around town.
have you seen a very melancholy, tall, thin, sexy elf wandering around? No, that was out of character. That was a
Whoa.
joke. It was a joke.
Whoa.
Soul does not say that.
how about we hold it to canon?
Nia, could you ask Acelyn tonight in your dreams, maybe? I don't know. They aren't that.
I do have a
Gods
spell.
don't seem to want to answer the questions. But
I
have a spell,
am.
but I need incense.
Sasha!
Are we trying to figure out if Klaus is here already?
I was going to ask her who the Chosen was, or if she knew who the Chosen was here. I can ask one question.
To Acelyn. Oh, I see. You're talking about Aisling. Okay, then yes, that is a much better question to ask Acelyn.
It's called divination.
Is she going to give you the answer in some sort of mystery that you have to figure out?
Probably.
The wind's blowing a little hard in your face, so the answer
Wheel or
staring you in the
woe?
face or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe make it a yes or no question.
Yeah, good. Sorry, my roommate's blaming me for the bump in electricity bill, and I'm just not here for it. And that's why I'm looking down at my phone. I'm trying to pay attention. I can ask her one question. It could be yes or no. And then it just depends on how she feels like she wants to reply. But I also need incense. And
Why-
a proper sacrificial something worth 25 gold.
Why don't we just maybe feel it out for tonight and then see how we want to proceed tomorrow?
I think so.
It would give us time to ask what question we want to ask if we cannot find.
I will
Clues.
pull out a hand mirror that I got forever ago that just happens to be worth 25 gold. I am looking at my character sheet, and I will slide it across the table to Nia.
You want me to use this? Are you sure?
I mean, it's worth 25 gold and something.
Probably would like a mirror. I wouldn't see why not.
Could you ask her to like show the face of the chosen in the mirror?
You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. So something around that.
So she may not answer for 7 days.
No. An activity
It has
to
to be in the
occur
next-
within the 7
oh.
days.
Can we ask her to show us the chosen? Would that?
I mean, we could. Concerning a our goal is to find the chosen.
We could just ask Sasha. Maybe if she knows anything also.
About
There
some...
are, there are things you could ask, I think. I could ask. Things I could ask.
Okay.
I'm not saying like we should still maybe ask your god, but I'm just saying what we can do in the meantime until we can get you your incense.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not that hard to find. We could ask.
But if the you said something. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
It's good. I just said we could probably find some incense, or we could ask where to find some. It's got to be like a thing, right? Like everybody smells bad. It's medieval, you know.
Yeah.
Surely they're burning some incense.
If the chosen doesn't know that they're chosen, then Sasha's not going to know anything.
There, yeah,
I don't think we should.
there will probably be signs if they are. I mean, I don't look normal. I have to assume they wouldn't look normal either.
So
Well, Klaus
maybe
does not. Klaus does not seem to be an ASMR as yourself. Wait, did you tell us? Did you tell us that Klaus is okay? So nope, I didn't say that. Nope, didn't say that.
No, but I mean,
Well?
don't look normal, and if we can assume they're also the way that I am, they probably won't look super normal either.
Can a chosen
Maybe.
only be an ASMR? I don't understand. Can a chosen not be any race?
I think. I don't know, but I think the god blood makes us different. I have not seen anyone else aside from Mioru's chosen like me in all of my travels. Very brief as they are, but I have not seen anyone else like that aside from them. And myself.
Oh yeah. But we also haven't met another chosen that we know of outside of yourself and Mioru's chosen.
That's true.
I mean,
But
it's worth a shot. We can look for someone like you. I don't know if that's a foolproof.
I don't
thing.
either.
At least
Are
a
all of you
start.
weak to heat? Maybe we could just look for whoever else looks miserable out here.
No, I think that's just because my particular goddess and where I am from, I think is more what that's about.
So perhaps tonight we try to find some incense and we see what we can see, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Yep.
I am
But of
definitely not like petting my sword hilts while we're having this whole conversation about Mihoru's chosen awkwardly.
There's a joke there. As you were having this
Wow.
conversation,
Wow.
I didn't make it. Gradually, more and more people are filtering into the fire spitter and taking up usual tables. There's the call of friends across the room, but not everybody who calls a hello sits together. They find their own spots or cliques within the tavern, order a dinner and a drink, and you find Sasha quite busy immediately. You also notice that the games that the children play on the streets do carry into the tavern, but people just kind of operate around them.
How many
Anybody
children are there?
I'm just gonna gently divine sense and look around.
Okay. Realm, as you look about the room, you notice that there's probably running through this tavern a good 3 or 4 at any given time. They're not always the same, so there seems to be a quite high population of youngsters. And as the sun dips below the horizon and it becomes a more temperate place to be, more kids are coming out, waiting for the streetlights to turn on.
Need to find a place to sleep.
As for the divine sense, Darby, you activate this ability and find that there is divinity all around you.
Oh boy.
All the children are gods then.
Does it seem particularly like concentrated in any one direction, or is it just sort of?
Not particularly, but can you give me a perception check?
Yep. That is 21.
Okay. With a 21, the divinity is pretty evenly spread all about you. But what you will notice as you watch this cyclical rotation of kids playing some variant of tag running through the tavern from front to back, more or less alongside the habits of the adults, many of them have markings on their face, 3 little lines on each cheek.
Mm-hmm. I think the chosen here is going to be of I'm not gonna pronounce this right. Nalgia?
Mhm.
She is the goddess of like youth and joy and laughter.
That's
All of the kids have markings on their faces. Don't know.
Does that mean the children could be one of the children? More than one of the children?
I was just going to ask that myself.
It could be a child. But it also could be someone maybe who looks after children. I don't know.
Do you know who the people at of the statue are? And what that saying on the plaque means?
Do I?
Yes.
Do I?
No, you've never seen the kids before, or sorry, the people in that statue before. You've never been to this town before, and
that seems
That
like a
is-
reasonable question to ask Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
Of the questions we're considering asking Sasha.
Are there, Darby, in your book of gods, are there any pictures of what they're depicted to look like?
Nalgia is typically in human form a gnome, and in animal form is known to be a squirrel.
There's a squirrel on the young boy's shoulder.
Yes.
But the woman holding his hand
She-
wasn't a...
No, but she is also sort of the credit to much of this town surviving the Thunderfire War.
Hmm.
What's
She is
the
very
Thunder Fire War?
What did
I
you
don't
say?
know it referred to as that
the big war
specifically.
between
Yeah,
nations.
The Thunderfire Treaty
they
that we were
signed
there to
between
sign.
absolutely been referred
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, catching it. No, I believe you. I just didn't pick it up as that specifically, but I'm following you now.
I believe you. No, we're lying. It's never been mentioned. I'm sorry.
The absolute top 10 anime betrayal on Kaylee's face.
Like, what do you mean you've never heard it before? You were in a tournament to celebrate it.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like,
She is typically very carefree until people try to take advantage of those that I guess you could say were childlike. and then she becomes very fearsome. But which is why I think maybe it would be worth trying to see if there is like an orphanage or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a very good chosen. I don't know how other chosen operate. I don't know.
I could ask Sasha about something like that. About the children. If
I
that
worry
is
about
what
I worry. Go for it. I don't know. I feel like asking about the children is going to be viewed upon as suspicious, perhaps.
I think it depends on how you ask about the kids.
I mean, I'm not. Anyways.
Do all chosen have wings?
We've only known
I've
two.
only seen two. The two of the two that we know have had wings. So,
But they didn't always have their wings.
no. Only part angel, I guess. You can't have them all the time.
Be really cute if there was a child flying around, though.
Like a little gnat to be squashed.
Oh dear.
No.
Yeah. It's an easy target when you have your wings out all the time.
I just thought it would be cute.
I think it'd be worth asking Sasha, yes, definitely.
I'm gonna do that before we
Yeah.
talk about murdering children anymore for
I
the
don't
evening.
want to talk about, okay.
Swatting children like that. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I thought I said something wrong when I said the kid would look cute.
We're all doing great. When Sasha comes back, I assume with drinks, which I am happily consuming at this point, I'll say, there's so many children running around. They seem so happy. It's unusual to see adults so tolerant of so many little ones having fun.
Why wouldn't we be tolerant of little ones having fun?
I guess that we've been through some places lately that were a little more wanting of quiet and didn't really tolerate the little ones so much.
Wow. We find it quiet enough out here. So, what's the harm in some laughter?
It seems like everybody looks out for them. It's nice.
Honey, would you not?
I would, but not every place is. I don't know. Not every place is so welcoming.
Well, I'm sorry for wherever you came from, but
It's all right. But yeah, it is nice to see them and to see them happy. So, are any of them yours?
no. I wasn't ever much for child rearing.
Just by
Right.
extension.
I guess that's might be why I don't mind them so much.
The statue. There's a little boy in the statue and a woman. What does it mean? Is something to do with the origins of the town? I'm sorry.
No, it's a perfectly normal thing to be curious about. Yeah, actually, we get people all the time coming through to ask about it. It's not anyone specific, but back in the war, all the men got sent off to fight, and then when the Maricalans withdrew back towards the capital, they just left the women and kids behind to defend themselves. And we weren't expected to survive, but we did. The women and the kids, they withdrew into the mines, and well, through some good luck and some good planning, they all survived.
And some bravery.
Well, you're defending your home. You gotta be brave.
You talk like you were there.
Not me specifically. Not in any way that I can really remember. I was way too young.
But you feel a part of it anyway.
Of course,
Why do the
everyone in this town feels connected.
Why do the children have marks on their faces?
Well, that's a theory, depending on your beliefs. Some say that every child born into this town is blessed.
Those marks are permanent, like they were born with them.
Born with them, yeah, that they should fade once they start to hit puberty.
That's interesting.
How often is it that they don't fade?
Can't. I don't think I've ever not seen them fade.
Just curious.
Like no one in town as a young adult dons them even now.
No. As soon as you hit puberty and start to come into your own, the marks fade. Or if you leave the town.
If you leave the town, so if one of the children leaves, then the marks change.
They fade.
Why is that? That's so strange.
Depends on your beliefs. Some say it's just a natural phenomenon, something to do with the water. Some say that every child is blessed.
What do you believe?
Bit of both, I think. I think there's something special about this town, and there always has been. And I also think that, maybe there was a reason that we survived when we weren't meant to, and maybe that's because we are blessed.
Are there any children that were born without them?
Well, not here. Children come through with travelers sometimes, and they don't have them.
Oh,
Is there anyone who feels particularly, maybe who seems particularly beholden to protect these children?
Sure. We all feel a little bit beholden to protect the kids, but you're probably asking after somebody like, if I could find her name. There she is. Temerity.
That's a weird name.
If I can find her name.
What's her name?
What's her face? Fucking what's her face?
Temerity. She's something like the sheriff, something like the priestess. I don't know.
Where could we find her?
Well, she's got a little. Doesn't feel right to say house of worship, but a house of worship down the road.
does it have a name or any markings that we can specifically, just so we don't walk into somebody's random house?
Maybe
yeah,
it's
it'll
one
be
of
the
those things that's just gonna look obvious when we see it.
Let's go knock on
will.
doors.
It will look pretty obvious, but it'll also say sheriff on the front.
You just have to ask to make sure.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Do you also know a place we might be able to get some rooms to stay in for a little bit?
Well, I rent them out.
Oh,
And we do still have some openings. Unfortunately, a couple of our bigger rooms were already rented.
damn it.
But we still got some singles to spare.
We
Make
haven't
do.
slept alone in forever, guys. Okay.
We're not going to
make-
tonight.
No, except maybe Nia.
I mean,
2 rooms. 2
they're still
rooms.
vacant. We might be able to sneak you in, and then if they show up, we'll just kick you out.
That's fine. We've been kicked
Okay.
out of worse places.
I'll just sleep outside. That's okay.
Well, I
No,
won't make it.
nope, that's not. Nope. Everyone's
If they're
together.
not here,
So we
is
just
there
talked
a
about this.
certain check-in time that they've passed already?
I am gonna gently reach over and like aggressively pet Nia until she stops talking.
she keeps
They
going.
were supposed to check in a couple days, but
Oh,
you
in
know,
a couple days.
it's a couple days.
Were you like? Do
What?
travelers often rent rooms out that far in advance?
Now and again.
Is it anyone particularly interesting?
I don't know that I'd say interesting. The man came in, put some money down, said he'd be back in a few days, and away he went.
I would like.
What do you
I
look
would
like?
like that room.
What did the man look like? Out of curiosity, we're trying to meet someone here.
Little skinny little elven guy.
I want to take his room, please. I'm gonna until he arrives, of course.
I was already
I
gonna
will.
rent you the rooms if you were willing to pay for it, understanding that I'd have to kick you out. Like he did. One guy paid for 2, so
That's awkward, but I'm gonna. I will pay for it. How
I'll
much
take
is
the
it?
other one.
for the big room,
Yeah,
it'll be 5 gold a night.
I give her 10 gold.
I'm making extra money. I'm not gonna complain.
It's 5 gold a night. 10 gold. Bam.
The room's already paid for.
It's fine. Here you go. I feel bad. I'm not gonna take his money. That's where I draw the line.
It's all right. I already did.
Yeah, I was like, they already took his money.
Yeah, they took his money, but then they would be me too. It's fine. I just gave her 10 gold. You're welcome.
So I'm just making extra money.
There you go. You'll remember
Good
us.
businesswoman.
It's
Great,
fine.
great businesswoman,
Do we
really,
want to be
honestly.
memorable? Do we want to?
Yes. Yes. Look, yep. Make a statement wherever you go.
Well,
Maybe we should check their
Can
room
I-
for a track.
Can I have the other room that he paid for? I'll pay for it also, I guess.
if you want to pay for more rooms, I'm not going to stop you.
Sure.
I'll get you the keys. It's the ones just up the stairs to the left. They're the 2 big ones. They got the balcony too. So
Yay. He
Should
would
be
want
enough
us to
for
be comfortable.
most of you.
I finish my 2nd ale and start on my 3rd.
Yep.
She's gonna take your empties. I'll be right back with your room keys
Could I have a water?
and a water.
Thank you.
Do we want to try and go see this person tonight? Or in the morning?
Maybe. We're 2 ales in. Maybe in the morning.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna pull out my lyre and I'm gonna start doing bard shit. Fuck it.
You do bard shit, and immediately
bard
you
shit,
have
yeah.
attention and nods of support, and
Mhm.
even a few quiet "thank you."
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard this one. I call it the Heroes of Callius. Just like ballad.
As people pass your table, either coming or going or heading up to the bar, they throw a few pieces of copper.
Bet. I leave it. I leave it for the patrons. Yeah.
Eat the rest of
But-
my crispy water.
Gather it gently and leave it as a tip in a little pile for our friend.
But Sasha returns with another round and drops a pair of keys.
I'll take one.
Yay. Big room.
Are they both big rooms? I just want to know.
They're both big rooms.
Okay.
Did the gentleman look at the rooms at all before he booked them?
No. He put the money down to keep them on On hold. Said he'd be back in a few days.
Okay, but he was never in either of them. Just curiosity.
Walked in, put the gold down, said to keep the rooms, walked out.
And do they have? Oh, never mind. We'll find out. I finished my
bar.
third ale.
Do they have a bar?
I was gonna ask if they had windows, but I figured we'll find out.
They had a balcony.
They
She
both
said.
do have
Yeah,
baths
balconies.
and windows. And we can absolutely bring up some boiled water and fill them both.
Yes. Well, I know I would want to take a bath, but some people just kind of like to stew.
We'll fill them both.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for
Our-
doing that.
Elf.
It's kind of you.
No trouble. Y'all made me some extra money.
Thank you.
I
and
strike a
you're welcome.
badass chord.
Oh, I like you.
Also, this dish was very delightful. Thank you very much.
I told you. Even locals like to partake.
It's really ominous when you say it like that.
Even the locals.
If I wanted to just take a bottle of wine with me, how much would that run me?
For another 5 gold, I can make sure you're both set up.
I will take it. Here you go. And I give her
Now, mind, it's not
6
going to be
gold.
the best ale, but we'll make sure you're set up with a couple of bottles of wine.
That's
We aren't particularly picky.
we are not picky.
We
No,
we aren't. So
You don't
looks at
sound
me
like
and
you'd be
giggles.
particularly picky.
Yeah, yes, not. She would like sparkling water if you have it.
No, regular water's fine. I'm not that picky. I don't need. That's just sparkling water's like in that place.
put the minerals in it. Rub a crystal on the bottle.
Sorry. The only way I know how to make it sparkling is to boil it.
That's probably fine.
My brain went elsewhere, and I'm not gonna go there.
Are you not? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sure? You sure?
Grind up a quartz and put it in the water.
A quartz?
That-
I'd try anything once.
I like you.
That's a rock.
No, I like you. All right. Well, I'll make sure the drinks
Wow.
stay topped up. I'll make sure your rooms are all ready to go. Is there anything else y'all be needing?
No, you've been wonderful. Thank you so much. It's very nice to have met you.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's very nice to have met you. We get travelers through here all the time. It's always nice to see new faces and hear some new stories.
How much am I paying you for that other room also?
It's 5 gold a night.
Alright, here's 10.
Okay.
Klaus is gonna think we're fucking idiots.
We kind of are, so that's fair. Look.
Like, why did you? Why?
I mean, we could have been playing it chill, but nah, we're sleeping in his room.
Yeah.
We should probably set up fucking watches in
really
Klaus's
want to go
rooms
take a
that we have usurped. Also, why did he book 2 rooms? That's
Well,
I
weird.
was curious about that
One
too.
from him.
That is weird. But
No.
also, as soon as she's gone, I'm gonna be like, oh man, guys, what if Voltan is chosen?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because they
think-
said that. No, go for it.
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know that they can spread that thin. I don't know.
Maybe we should watch for her outside of her temple.
I think we should.
We're going to
Yeah.
go stalk somebody this evening.
No, we're going to protect them. It's less creepy when you say it like that.
That's what you implied.
I mean, how badly will we all feel if we wake up tomorrow and she's dead?
Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Alright, so we're going tonight
It's
then?
a rhetorical question, but
I don't
Uh,
know that we have to
don't we? He's going to kill her.
We
Assuming
it's
she's
her.
the
know
one.
Do we know it's her? We don't know it's her at all.
We don't know.
We
it's
don't know
her.
it's her. We don't?
We should talk to her as soon as we can, though. Maybe tonight. I don't know.
I think we should
I
talk
agree
to
with
her
that,
tonight.
but I still am concerned that because she kept saying that the town was not supposed to have survived. So what if the town is what was chosen, not necessarily a singular person?
I think the town was protected. But I don't know. I think we should talk to this.
I don't think
I
that
think so, too.
Klaus would. I personally. If he wants to talk to us first, going about killing the Chosen first before talking to us seems counterproductive.
I don't think speaking to us has anything to do with killing the Chosen.
No, I think it's killing two birds in one stone. In one.
Yeah.
And I don't
That-
love it when you say it like that, Darby, because
Killing two birds in one town.
I'm worried it's more than just the two birds. I'm worried it's much more than that, but
I mean, his goal is to kill everyone. So, I mean, what's two
And then-
birds?
specifically now in this very moment, I think it's more than two birds he's aiming for, but I guess we'll
think-
see. She.
You spend some time chatting around your table. Enough time that the night starts to get away from you, and that the crowds around you thin. People enjoy their meals, a couple drinks, and then start to file out. But nobody seems upset that you're staying up or still hanging around. In fact, you get a few friendly hello goodbyes as people pass you, and a few more coins of copper thrown on your table for your performance.
I would like to go take a bath the minute I see that hot water going upstairs.
You will spot a couple of tieflings with buckets, large buckets of hot water, ascending the stairs. They're gone for a few minutes and they come back down, buckets empty, refill them, and back up they go.
So are we going to try and see her tonight? Or are we going to sleep? I don't think we should feel safe here.
No.
He's coming for us, regardless.
I mean, I don't know what the right answer is, but if you want to go talk to her, I'll go with you. I would like to talk to her.
I don't think we should split up. Honestly, if we're all gonna,
So then we should stay in for tonight. Someone has already gone out to take a bath, so we should all stay in for tonight.
All right, I'll go sit with Nia.
what if we just drag me out of the bath and we'll go do this and we'll.
I don't think she would
Push
handle
her
that.
back in the
very-
bath.
No, it's okay.
Look, I
We're
would-
gonna stay in for tonight. We'll stay. We aren't even supposed to be here yet. We'll stay in for tonight. First thing tomorrow, we'll go talk to the lady and figure out how fucked we all are.
I don't fancy our odds if we try to drag Nia out of the bath, to be honest.
Aren't you all like 18 drinks in?
No, we're like 2 or 3.
I honestly
Dang.
Or maybe.
No one has thrown
Yeah.
up. No one has
You
thrown
said
up
that the
yet.
night went on and y'all have been like, I'm down in my drinks. So that's why I was like,
I said second, third. Yeah.
For full disclosure, it is later. I imagine you start drinking at like age 9, and so like I think
Fair.
Darby's fine. I can't speak for anyone else, but Darby's
No,
fine.
I am a tiny person, and I don't think they had alcohol where I grew up. But I'm learning with the party because this is a thing that we're teaching me, along with many other things. It's all fine. I'm gonna go sit with Nia, and yes, he did.
in the bathtub?
No, good.
Well, no, I'm not gonna sit in the. I mean, do you want me to? I would. Like, Solus would be like, "Yeah, I'll hop in the bathtub. We can wash each other's hair."
Sorry,
Like, she's
I'm
not
so
weird like that.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna shut up. I'm
It's
gonna
okay.
Stop talking.
No, it's okay. Well, like if Solus knocks on the door, would Nia be like, "Come back later"? Because in which case she'll go sit in the boys' room with the boys, and then we can take turns. Everybody takes turns in the boys' bathtub, and then Nia just gets the girls' bathtub.
Yeah.
to herself.
No, she would
Actually,
be
that
like,
sounds about
"Who
right.
is it?"
It's Solus.
It's
It's okay if I
close,
come in.
Yes, I'm taking a bath.
Okay, I assume
Oh my
there's a
goodness,
screen.
please.
All right, I enter the girls' room. I will help Nia wash her hair, and with that nice perfumed oil that she likes so much. And then I assume she will insist that I bathe. Like I wasn't actually resisting, but she still aggressively insists that I take a bath and like make sure. She's like, did you clean behind your ears? And I'm like, yes, I bathed myself before, but.
That was your first
Anyway, that's how I've
mistake.
been-
Walking into the room with Nia with a bath, because when she's done,
And she's
you're-
like, I
In the bath.
know you've done it before, but you're doing it wrong. So I'm gonna help. And then
There's no
anyway,
choice.
the girls get clean, and I assume set up like Nia's gonna trance, and then Soul will eventually sleep after Nia trances. I don't know what happens in the boys' room, but the girls' room smells really good.
As you all opt to at least check in on the bather and or check in on your rooms, you do find that they are rather large and spacious rooms. There are 2 single beds to each. So the boys' room might be if somebody bunks on the floor.
Pleasantly cozy.
I'll
That's
sleep
what.
on
That's
the
what.
floor. It is fine. I will lay on the floor between the beds.
There's a little partition separating a cast iron tub full of hot water with fresh towels and blankets laid out, as well as a little wooden door with a screen inlay that leads out to a balcony. Hello? Okay.
Melody.
Melody, bye.
Bye.
She
That
never
leads
says
out
bye.
to, sorry, a little balcony that overlooks nothing terribly exciting. You can look up and see the stars, but otherwise you are looking across the way into the side of another building. You can look to your left and see the main roadway, and look to your right and see the expanse of open desert, essentially.
I'm gonna go sleep outside on the balcony, actually.
I am gonna move something heavy, potentially a chair, or like I'm gonna wedge that balcony door shut. Because assassins, okay? Look, I have almost died, and I have been kidnapped by assassins climbing in through windows. Well, at least the first one. They didn't necessarily. I don't know how they came in the second time. Anyway, Calder has recently.
Meanwhile, I just
Put
make
in-
like a nice little pallet out
Yeah,
on the balcony.
Calder was like, do you know what would have happened if you had successfully been kidnapped? It would have been awful. So I'm like wedging a door up under the balcony handles. Like, nope, we're not doing that again. Sorry,
I wonder
good.
if Calder's back. I wonder if
I
Calder's
look at
back.
my tiny little flower, and then I pour just like the teeniest few drops of my wine bottle into it. Just a couple drops of wine. Just a couple. Just a little taste.
It withers and dies.
Please refrain from.
Calder will haunt me from the beyond the realm. You gave my flower wine. Oh, sorry.
You drop a few droplets of wine. It doesn't seem negatively affected at all. If anything, it looks to be growing larger.
Yeah, I mean, I always make sure it's correctly watered. Never mind. That's gonna be
Mhm.
stupid. I'm not gonna say that.
No, I assume
anyway,
you are correctly
I'm-
taking care of it, and for it,
I am.
despite the short
Yes.
time, it has.
I am doing my best. I am also talking to it and the seed, not because I care so much. Well, I mean, I do care about Calder, but also it's a
Because I
pretty flower.
care.
I'm invested. I'm invested in the flower in and of it, the flower and the seed in and of themselves, not just because of their connection to Calder. Also the seed, like I especially with, because I told the tree things. We told the tree things, and I'm trying to do my
So
best.
the flower seems to be doing quite well. It is
Mhm.
rooted. It is seeming to grow. Nothing from the seed, though.
Dang it.
Okay, I'm
that
gonna
is
keep
my seed
trying.
too.
It might not be. You might do better. We have this. This is actually a conversation that Nia and Solus have
Yeah.
about the seeds and the nature of the seeds. Like maybe yours will do better. I'm trying, but maybe yours. Maybe there are magic spells. There's people that specialize in plants, and maybe they could help. If I don't do a good job with this one, you could try with yours.
I think you're doing a great job.
Trying. We're all
Should I
trying.
message him?
So
Maybe I'll message him
Call.
and see if he's
Did you
back.
message?
Yeah, message called.
Do you want to? You. I mean,
I've been very curious to see if he's following us around in another costume person. Another person. And he's just waiting for that time to pop out and go, hello!
Are you
Not
can-
there, but he's
you
waiting
can
for us to do a
message
dumb
him.
thing.
Realm like senses from the other room. They're talking about Calder.
what is going on in the other room other than Darby building a nest? But in addition to Darby building a nest, what is going on in the boys' room?
I'm gonna send Christian to go camp outside the sheriff's office and just let me know if anything hinky is going on.
Okay.
Hinky.
Keep his eyes peeled for Hink.
Are the boys doing
The other
anything
boys.
special, or are they just
I'm
going to
just
bed?
on my
It's probably just a chill night.
Okay.
Bon and Realm are like
Chill night
snoring
of
and
hell
their
yeah,
beds.
beds.
And then as soon as the balcony door closes, I'm gonna take my other sendings to do something stupid.
Oh no.
Also, there was definitely a moment where Vaughn looked at his markings before he went to bed, and he was like, am I chosen?
You might be. Do you have wings? Pop them out.
I mean, I can fly. I mean, levitate. I can levitate. I want to try drinking while levitating one time to see if I turn into a true lightweight.
Oh my god. I slowly close the balcony door, just like.
Oh my gosh, just check
There's
again,
a
but
small
now
screen window and your face is just pressed into it. Like you maintained eye contact the entire time and just shut the door.
Realm's not actually sleeping, but now he's pretending to be.
If Donovan turns back around, and he can only see Vaughn's head upside down levitating for the door.
It's just like.
So that's what's going on in the boys' room.
So we're apparently sending messages. Who's sending messages to whom? Because there are all kinds of things that are happening. Who?
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'm not sending. I don't.
No,
I,
I'm talking
I
through
talked
the
to
wall to
Sophie
Darby.
last. Okay.
Leans up against the door.
I'm here. You want to send a message?
It's just immediately.
Nah. Now you gotta go first,
No.
Christine.
No.
Christine's gotta go first now.
All right, so what are we sending?
Hello, Calder. Are you back in this plane? Your flower is growing. Very nice. Solus is taking very good care of it.
No one is counting words.
Oops.
Please respond.
You're still under, it's good.
Probably went over.
There you go.
Please, please respond.
You release your message, and while you feel it take hold, the words that come back are quiet and distorted and difficult to make out. It is not the abhorrent screeching that you had gotten once before, but there's still something obstructing it.
He's still in the other place.
Yeah, he's still there.
He's still there. He wasn't loud,
Well,
but
maybe
he was familiar.
the flower needs to do better. I will keep tending
Flower
to it.
wilts
Oh, God.
immediately.
Oh no, it's not its fault. Like I'm not saying. I just mean
No, I'm not growing out of
roots.
spite. I'm
It's
gonna go
growing
grow out of
adequate
spite.
roots. I have never given this flower anything but positive reinforcement.
Which is why it's so funny to think maybe the flower needs to do better.
No, like Jesus Christ. I'm just like I'm gently petting its tiny little leaves and telling it it's beautiful all the time. Look, I need a hobby and this is what I have now. So Solus is fine and she's petting the flower and reassuring it and I'm sure it's fine. Maybe it just needs a little more time to grow for him to have a proper anchor.
There. Sorry. Darby, your turn.
I'm just actually first just checking to see if I have the correct number of sending stones I should have.
You do. Shy of one set of a pair. Like you have one, but you're missing its pair.
So like I have one side to two sets.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Super cool. Great. I flipped Fawn off through the screen and have just settled into my nest. And we'll just send a message. Quietly in my head.
Okay.
Rude.
I also want to send a message.
Okay. So Darby sends theirs on the privacy of the balcony. Realm, you're still in the room with Vaughn gently spinning in front of the patio door, levitating in the air.
Yep. Rotating like a clock in the air, rotating.
Doing the
flipping
walk
him off.
too, like the yeah.
I'm gonna say mine in my head, but I'll say it out loud here because it's not really a secret. I'm just not gonna say it out loud.
I mean, mine's not either. I'm being a bitch.
You are! Respectfully. Love you.
He's gonna send the message to Eowyn, since that's the only person who can.
Mm-hmm.
Send message to. Hello. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to check in. I have a question for you. Are you Oron's chosen, your god?
Bye.
Bye.
Berries.
Bears, beets.
Battlestar Galactica. You get just a few seconds for your message to send and settle. And you hear back, "Hello. It's good to hear your voice. I don't know. I used to think maybe. Not sure anymore. Tell me why when you can."
Yeah.
Hug them. Anyways.
I will send a message to Sophie.
Okay.
Just say, we're coming. We're coming. Have things to do first. We'll be there soon. Tell me if it gets worse. Love you. That's what are we doing? What are we doing here?
6 words left.
Yeah, 6 words left.
That was all. Yeah.
Power up.
That was all.
Yeah. No. Ah.
Do.
You pooping?
You poop.
Tell me if it gets worse. Love you. Wow. No, we don't talk about that. Laura doesn't like poo stuff.
Similarly, you get a few seconds of the message sending and settling. And then, "I miss you. I'm okay for now. Everything's okay. It's just a little weird sometimes. I'll be fine. Love you.
I'm gonna go climb into bed and it's fine.
Okay. So you send your messages in the comforts of your beds for the evening. And you settle into what does become a somewhat cooler place at night. Not quite as frigid as it was in the Badlands, but noticeably cold. And Darby, from the balcony, you do spot some little light flakes of snow begin to fall. But it's nothing unbearable. It's actually quite cozy to bury yourselves under the many blankets provided by the innkeep and let yourselves drift off for the evening. And that is where we will end. 8:59 on the button.
Oh my god, you're so talented.
Sometimes.
No,
Practice. Lots of
But-
practice.
You can have the morning as ICs if you want. Open up a few channels so that you can just enjoy a, vacationer's morning, waking up and enjoying a breakfast and not rushing immediately anywhere.
Would I just before
I
we
missed
end?
it already.
Just before we end, because the night passed, can I roll for?
Yes, if you
The-
want to roll now so that
It's
It's
over.
done.
with.
Remember
Oh,
each
good
other.
remembering. You're so talented.
7.
what'd
I
you
was
get?
so close.
7.
I got 17.
17. That is
close.
greater restoration restored.
Hey.
I had that already. Can I get something
Okay.
else because I had that?
You will get lesser restoration.
I had that also. Can I get
Okay. You
Uh,
get cure wounds.
your wounds? Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
I had that one
The
too,
second
though.
level?
Can we go up a bit?
And you get cure wounds, and then you get bless, and then you get nothing.
Ah!
Is it-
It goes
It's a
top down, not. It doesn't work the other way.
It's
okay, so it's a second level cure wounds that I get.
Yes.
Cool.
Second level cure wounds that returns. Unless
Okay.
you already had that, in which case it's the first level cure wound.
No,
should
that
go
I
the
think
other
I was
way
missing.
just because I really
Good
want it.
night.
Thank you, everyone. It's bedtime.
Yeah.
Good night.
Go
Good
ahead.
night.
Good night.
Bedtime.
Just get soon. Bye.
Bye.